Hi there, welcome to another Minecraft 1.14 tutorial. My name is ShadowC and today I'm gonna show you a quick guide for a villager filter. That means, you wanna filter the grown-up villagers from the little villagers. And I'm going to do a small adaptation of a model by Frilioth, which is called Frilioth Villager Filter. You're gonna find the link in the description right there. This time I'm adapting it so that it can work with Raid's Villager Breeder. Also, it's gonna be a link to that tutorial in the description that I did like a week ago. But let's jump right into the quick guide right here, because this is kind of simple and I should have added to the other tutorial, but I hadn't yet researched anything like that yet. So now I have, and now I know what to do. So that's basically it. So we're gonna extend this tunnel. We have a waterways that are going to get our little villagers to this point right here, where the waterway just ends, like 8 blocks away from there. These guys don't have enough food right now to reproduce, so they're not going to be producing babies for now, and that is a good thing. We're gonna put another water source right here, 1 block below, and handle it up to somewhere like here, something like that. So we're gonna leave 2 blocks of space, and then we're gonna put a filter block right here. What this is gonna do, babies are gonna come down here. They're not going to try to swim up, but they're gonna instead go down that little 1 block high hole over there, and they're gonna be waiting in this area right here. Now 2 blocks wide is the recommendation for avoiding entity crammer. You're gonna be able to hold about 24 times 2, so that's like 48 little villagers right here. That's hopefully going to be enough for them to not drown. I mean, not drown. I mean, not die by entity crammer. You know what I'm saying. Now this is where I deviate from the original design. I'm gonna be using fence gates because they are lag free. So I'm gonna put 2 fence gates right here, open them up, so the little villagers are going to be like, playing around here in this area. And so we're gonna build this up a little bit, and here there should be water, not water sources, but water flowing down, which means that when the little villagers grow up and they are suddenly 2 blocks tall, they're gonna get their heads into water, and they're gonna try to swim up into the next chamber. And that's basically how you actually filter those guys. So I'm gonna put temporary blocks right here, can be anything. And I'm going to be working on my upper chamber, which very quickly I'm going to narrow it down to 1 block width way, like so. There you go. I don't know how long this needs to be, but for now I'm just going to add 1 extra water block right here in this corner, so they are all going to be, taken into this single way source. And I was quite lucky because this is actually good. That's what I need to do. Now I'm gonna add glass here for reasons that I don't understand. This collection system is going to work better when I add glass on the sides of the build. I really don't know why, but it looks like it gets this working a little bit better. Now I'm going to trim this with some half slab. Now you can actually cover this up with glass. It's actually recommended that you put a glass ceiling on top of the whole structure so that you protect the villagers from thunderstorms. Now this is 2 blocks high. For now I'm just gonna add slabs. I don't need anything else. Like so, slabs here. But remember, you want the glass ceiling, like for example, I'm going to show you this example. This is Raid's Villager Breeder. It has a glass ceiling covering the entire surface about 10 blocks higher. That's recommended, or you just, get yourself some good structure, high enough so that you protect your villagers from thunderstorms. Now, your grown-up villagers are going to reach this place right here, and they're going to be stopped by this glass block, and they're going to be ready for you to get them. Now, I'm going to give these guys some temporary food so that they can start breeding, so that we speed up the process. So I'm gonna toss some carrots right here. These guys, I'm gonna get them, I'm gonna share between them and start producing little babies. There you go. Some of them just made it. Oh no, none of them did. Anyway, so you can see these guys are breeding. We're gonna have the little guys falling down in a minute now. There you go. That little guy is getting there. It's gonna follow the current. Now, sometimes they may decide to go the opposite way, but eventually they're gonna reach that chamber over there. Now, what I forgot to do actually is take away the 2 glass blocks so that we can have the water flowing down those 2 extra blocks that we need. Now, when that guy grows up, he's gonna swim up and get delivered into this little spot right here. And while we wait for that, we're gonna work on the rail system to get them. So I'm making the rail as far as I want it to go. You don't really need to extend it this far, but this block needs to become a dispenser. So I'm gonna grab a dispenser right here. I'm gonna make this manual. You can make this automatic. You can go ahead and watch Frilioth's video if you want an automatic villager, gather system. I don't really feel that I need this, to be quite honest. I just want to be able to have some villagers right here. Hopefully they're not gonna die by entity cramming. When you need one, you just hit the button here and you get your minecart dispensed. So I'm gonna load this with some minecarts while our little dude is growing right there. And then I'm gonna do power rails all the way. And you want to have some sort of stoppage system. Now, from now on, you can do whatever you want with this. I'm not gonna tell you exactly how to do, but you might want to look at one of my carrots and potatoes tutorials that is up and coming. I'm gonna leave it right here in the information bubble for you to to get one of the things that you can do with the once you get villagers out of this breeder right here. So I'm gonna put one power rail right here and the rest of our power rails, and I'm gonna grab my lever. This needs to be power and this needs to be unpower, so the guy just stops right there. I'm gonna dispense a card, and as you can see, it works. So we might as well complete this thing with mine cards. Now I've added a hopper and a double chest right here, which means that I can very easily fill this up with minecarts, so you have a decent backup. Let me get one of these to just fill it out again, and there you go. Our dispenser is now full of minecarts. This is all full back up to this double chest. You have some villagers that you can take right now. And the only thing that we're missing is that let these little guys grow. Interestingly enough, they just produce 1, so that means they need more food. But once this little guy grows, this is all I need, you're gonna see this thing in action. So I'm gonna just sit here and wait. Alright, so I've decided I'm not gonna wait 20 minutes for this little guy to grow up. So what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to just put one grown-up villager in this block right there. This is pretty tricky. There you go. And as you can see, when they grow up, they just float up and they get delivered into our villager collection system, whatever you want to call it. Once this guy is here, like pushing himself onto this block right here, you can just press this button, and this is like 99% efficient. Not every time this is going to work, but most of the times you're going to have a cart collecting your villager and he's going to be safe and sound in your minecart. Now remember that you need some glass ceiling or some bigger structure over there to protect these guys from thunderstorms so that you don't spoil your villagers. Alright, so that's pretty much it. This is our villager collection system that works for raids, villager breeder, which you can see right over there. That's some amazing stuff over there. You can go watch Ray's videos for his explanation on the structure, or you can watch my tutorial for a block by block guide on how to build these things. Now you have learned how to get yourself a villager in a minecart in a pretty safe way in 1.14.4. So without further ado, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, subscribe to my channel for some more Minecraft, and hit the bell icon so you get notifications for the new videos. Stand by for my crop tutorial that I'm going to do a block by block tutorial on those amazing crop farms for 1.14. And that's all. So take care and goodbye.